Hello, everyone.
Bye.
What?
Just kidding.
Okay, bye-bye then. Uh,
So, just wondering, but how many have you push to talk? Or can you just like put it to the default thing?
hello, turtle.
like you next time the stream, or
I believe so.
I can hear myself on stream. Yeah, Goon's not here, and he hasn't muted us. So if we wanted to, we could like talk to the screen right now.
I suppose.
Hi, Goon.
Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Goon, and this is the second episode of the Camdrome Archive. Today we're going to be talking about what happened last night. For those of you who missed it, the full stream is available on the YouTube channel right now, the Goon Hole. But I know, of course, that not everyone has, 2 hours to go through footage and watch every moment of it. If you want the full immersive experience, I would absolutely recommend that you go check it out there. And we will. It's always going to be there. It's not going to be moved around or fucked around with. It is currently 11 a.m. where I am in Vancouver. And once again, I had something. I had something planned. But it appears that we are going to be doing a recap of what happened last night, simply because a bit happened here. I'm sorry if I sound a little groggy. I am a little tired. It's been a long past couple of days, and I've had to kind of cobble together the events as they were from the other night here in well, not the shortest amount of time, but not exactly a lengthy amount of time either. So I'm just going to get this ready here. As you can see at this time, Camdrome is still on its default. I do have auto refresh on here. We are continuing the days and days of auto refresh. This is day 5. Technically the second day of E3. However, we had some event stuff happen on Sunday, of course, so some people are calling it day 3 here today. All depends on who you are and where you're from, or how you consider it. Okay, so after the events of 4 days ago, we've been keeping an eye on Camdrome here, and for 4 days, we tracked everything we could, but nothing was happening. Yesterday, at approximately 8 p.m., Camdrome changed their status. Changed their profile picture and their header picture. And just to let everyone know how this is going to work, I'm just going to present what we have here. Whoop, well, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to just present everything that we have here. I'll take questions afterwards. I will ask things. I'll get on Discord chat so everyone can hear. But I am going to mute my headphones just so I can hear myself think, kind of here. It's weird when you got voices in your head going on. So,
Yeah, the Goon's here.
so let's hang on a second here. Really, there's no middle ground for me.
Our cult leader, the Goon.
Okay, I'm actually going to be taking this into the stream, guys, because for some reason I cannot. Oh, wait, why don't I just do that? Hang on. I'm audibly muting my headphones, so I'm sorry, just so I can keep on task here and not be, distracted, but you guys should be able to still hear me on the microphone, hopefully. If I've muted myself, please let me know, of course. But it should be good. It's just the sound that I've turned down here manually. So,
Okay.
there it is. Excellent. So, this all began yesterday at about 8 p.m. At the time, I had literally turned my back away from the stream for about, 10 minutes, so I could watch the ending of WWE's Raw. And when I turned back around, I was about to play some Payday 2 on stream, but instead, it was brought to my attention that Camdrome's status had changed. What we've seen is this. Its image and its background picture both changed to a new violet distorted text post. And the line that you can see here, of course, is sincerest form of flattery. And this, of course, is an abridged... this is, of course, half of the quote, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Something we also found in this is when you played with the actual the profile picture, Another word was hidden here as well that I've gotten highlighted. And playing with the gamma settings and some of the coloration as well, we were able to determine that that word there is imposters, and it does seem to appear 2 or 3 times in the image. So this was the the first sign that Camdrome was back. I am on immediately, cranked up the live stream, put out the information. The thought was that Camdrome was calling out imitators, essentially, because we have seen a lot of people that have recently been trying to force the game by pretending that they're Camdrome, but clearly they're not. We've had a few people on. Well, we've had people on pretty much every piece of social media that it could be linked to, whether it be through Reddit or even here on Twitter. I even heard about one that was on Facebook, and there was one apparently on Snapchat as well that was never confirmed. But that's the basis of what happened there. So, we start up the chat, and we get someone in this very chat room that you people are in right now, claiming to be Camdrome. And so, with this whole calling out session, we were all very skeptical about what was going on. And this person's name was Camdrome, and there was nothing on the account. There were no pictures, no videos, no nothing like that. So we all thought it was fake at first. But then he says, "You will." We all kind of we all played the game back essentially and said, if you're Camdrome, prove that you're. And he said, "You will all know me by my sign." Moments later, on the Twitter account, we got the message, "You will know me by my sign," which, that gave me chills. I don't know about anyone else, but it kind of signified that this person wasn't fucking around, that this person was in fact Camdrome, and they had invaded the chat room here. So we had this moving right along. Yes, at which time he started answering questions again. And some of the quickest questions that he seemed to like were, "Are you in the stream? Did you comment in the stream chat? And are you answering questions?" So he liked these. And even liked one where I said, "It's good to have you back. It's good to see you awake again." So that occurred. The next thing that happened was, I sent him a question out there, "Will you send me camdrome.exe?" and he liked it. So that would be a yes, which makes it a little more interesting as well. Still waiting to see if or what he's going to send anything, After a few moments, Camdrome changed his account information. The status bar became blank, and the profile picture went to the default image that they have for Twitter, which is this egg here. Everyone gets that when they start up an account. Why this happened and why this whole reset occurred, the theory behind it is that Camdrome was no longer focusing his efforts on Twitter at this moment, and that he had moved into the chat room. So with his presence having left Twitter, his images and his presence left Twitter completely. He left essentially a blank shell there. So that was here. I'm just going to do something real quick here, just to keep my eyes. There we go. Just to keep my eyes focused. There we go. A little bit easier. So naturally in the chat we started asking some questions. Naturally in the chat we started focusing, and I brought that over onto the stream just so we could see everything that was going on. And Camdrome informed us that he wanted to have a heart-to-heart with us. What this meant, we weren't 100%, but he made it clear after a few moments, when I said that I told him I was listening, that he was going to give us 11 answers. Also at this same time, which was, I would say, it was after we scrambled the picture, it was about a half an hour into this, Nick Nocturne himself, the guy who runs Nightmind, entered the channel and joined us as well. It was great to have him here. It was absolutely fantastic to have him talking to Camdrome as well. So we were given an opportunity to ask 11 questions, essentially. People started flooding questions into the room, but Camdrome didn't answer them. Very quickly, I figured out he wanted me to ask these questions. He wanted me to pose these questions. He was using me as a filter, essentially. So I played along with it, and not wanting to disappoint or do anything stupid, I essentially went with group consensus for the majority of these questions. And Nick came in and posted a lot of questions that were absolutely on the ball that I thought were perfect, so we went with them. The first question was, Camdrome, have you chosen a new set of 11 executioners, or are we working with the old set? Camdrome responded with, new registrations available. So he's looking for new players, essentially, for his end of the game. So we, working with that, we moved on to the next question. I asked, what can I do to become an executioner? Because I know that he was kind of getting a little odd with it, but he then informed us, of course, that to become an executioner, it was invitation only. So he's handpicking these people for a purpose. There's a little bit more to it. Yeah. Next thing we asked is a question I took right from Nick, because he knew exactly where this was going. Where must we go to learn more about you, Camdrome? And Camdrome, of course, in his cryptic fashion, told us that he would find us. Next thing, another one that we took right from Nick was, what year can we expect the public release of your system for all meet to play? And Camdrome started up with a little bit of fun with us, it seems. He redacted the answer. Our community has been available for blank years, anticipating release in blank. Interestingly enough, of the two blank numbers, the one that I find most interesting is the first one, because that number there is quite clearly, at minimum, a double-digit number. So seeing that, this has been going on for a while, and that actually also would correlate with some of the documents that we've seen earlier, including the black screen, the black loading screen and everything from previous, where it indicated that the download has been going on, or sorry, the system was downloaded at some point in 1981, which is a large stretch, and it goes back even further, as we'll see as well here. So this was the first of the blanked data that we got from Camdrome, and this would not be the last on this night. Okay, so moving right along. Just to let everyone know, if there are questions and everything, I will be addressing I will try to address what I can at the end of the stream here. We're going to have a Q&A a little bit there. So next, we got one that we thought was a good idea. Camdrome, can you confirm for us which accounts online are directly controlled by you? So, seeing that, he went and had some fun with us again, it looks like. 4 blanked out things and claimed that the data was corrupted. Now, if this is either a sentient or a murderous computer system, I think the what's I'm trying to say? I think whoever would program this, or whoever's in charge of this, would essentially try to redact the data in order to prevent too much from getting spread. So I can understand this data being deleted, at least partially, or the corruption being applied partially to protect whoever created this. From this, however, we have been able to glean Twitter and possibly YouTube, but we don't know what the other two are. I can tell you that that third one and that second one are definitely not MySpace, because I don't think that would happen. But we have no idea what the last one is at this time. It looks like a short name. A lot of people have been guessing Kick, but we don't know. It's again, it's data corrupted, and it may not even be complete. Even with it blacked out and redacted, it may not be a complete set of information that we got from this. So moving on. Another question from Nick. How do we fix your corruption to gain access to data? Which seemed like a very good idea. If we want to get more data, we got to make sure that this shit isn't corrupted, right? And of course, Camdrome told us, command not found. This gave us the indication that Camdrome is working on a computer mentality that perhaps what we're looking at isn't even a person, it is a system, in fact. We're not sure, we don't know. Pardon me, got my water here. So, we got that and we got nothing out of it, unfortunately. Another thing that we did here was someone suggested that we try to use the command line. What was it? Nick once again came through with the command line information. I punched it in, sent it through. Camdrome told us, command not found, find if answers remaining, which was a good thing because by doing this, it indicated that we had not burned a question by trying to use a command line. So in the future, if we get more of this stuff, if we have more command lines, we might be able to run them through Camdrome. And the first thing that comes to mind, of course, to try and test out next time he shows up would be, of course, run camdrome.exe or some sort of download path. Who knows? That could work as well. So up next, there we go. Another one from Nick that seemed like a good idea. When can the executioners expect their invitations? To which Camdrome replied, you will need to obtain an invite from a registered user. Hang on a second. Yes. You will need to obtain an invite from a registered user. So we do have a bit of a goal here from this question alone now. We need to find out who the registered users are of Camdrome. We need to obtain an invitation, and we need to find our way into the fold here for this to work. We're not 100% sure who's involved with this. The only thing that we know is it may be linked to some of the social media, or sorry, some of the video game news sites from earlier, but we have no absolute information on this at this time. Again, we have no idea who these registered users are. Next, we got another question I posted. Camdrome, what will determine whether or not someone receives an invitation? And what we got was, answer not found. If you are still in need of help, please contact our administrators at address redacted@camdrome.com. Again, he was playing with us. It kind of felt like we have tried sending emails to a variety of Camdrome email addresses. Things like meet, home, help, kill, James. I sat and I punched about 20 of them in to try. The only one that we know absolutely works, that sends through and doesn't bounce at this time, is 11@camdrome.com. I've sent an email to it. I know a bunch of other people have sent emails to it. So, who knows? Who knows? At this point, we also started getting some weird posts from Camdrome, in particular corruptions. The black boxes seem to indicate corruption, from what we can tell. That seems to be kind of the calling card of it, and it seemed like he was starting to have trouble here, in particular with answering our questions. So we asked if there were any other names that Camdrome went by online, and if so, what were they? And we also we understood that this would be a two-part question, and therefore it possibly could burn two answers on us. But we tried it anyway. Instead, we got the response: "System will shut down in 5 minutes. Please save your work. Thank you." So it's kind of an interesting thing that I was considering here. Camdrome started to shut down, yet at the same time corruption was going on from too much odd data being brought in. So it begs the question, was Camdrome willing to help us while at the same time someone else was trying to shut us down? I don't know. So it's one of those things I can't say. I can't tell you. There may be more than one person behind the veil here that we're not seeing. Yeah, no answer was found for the additional names that were brought up that we got here. But Nick did suggest another question that did seem absolutely phenomenal. What is the name of a registered user that we could contact tonight? And so we went with it, and we got... Private personnel information, PPI, should be accessed only on a strict need-to-know basis and handled and stored with care. Camdrome was spitting out at us a security protocol, essentially, to tell us it's none of our business. And only people with the proper information will know about what happened, or about who's in this. So that was another roadblock that we kind of hit there. Goon. Nightmind, Nick Nocturne told me to go for the Hail Mary pass. Pick a question, go it. Doesn't matter what it is at this point, just who knows what the fuck will happen. So I went with what seemed like the most obvious question we can go with. Camdrome, what do we do next? And Camdrome came back with his smart aleck style saying, this was dull, maybe we were wrong. And continued with another message reading, open beta should be delayed. So maybe it thinks that we are not prepared for it. If that's the case, I'd like to say, Camdrome, that you're wrong. We are quite ready for you. I think we can handle this. All we need is a chance. Send us another message. We will see you all... we will see you, all of you, very soon, all in lowercase. Followed by, I will be watching you, and then finally watching you with the corruptions surrounding it. And so at this point, Camdrome was gone. Camdrome left the room. We were given our 11 questions, and from that we were able to glean very little. He went back to his Twitter, and we know this because he changed his profile picture and his banner picture now to the eye camera. And also gave us one more little parting gift. A corrupt image that we're trying to figure out at this time. From what people have been able to glean, we do believe it is the doll mask. We aren't 100% on this, and we are still working on this. But it does. I will agree, it does appear to be the doll mask tilted at an odd angle with some form of odd blanking out here. But we don't know. And so, yeah. Well, yes. Nick was able to tell us as well that the account that we were talking to was one of the ones that held the unlisted videos that were sent to the original executioners back 2 years ago. So this account had been active for that long, but now is back in the swing, and we are back to what's it called? We are back to the game being played from 2 years ago, it seems. And so that's what happened with Camdrome the other night. So we don't know. We don't know. We may never know here. It's all one more... It's all a continuing mystery. And so all we can really do is watch and wait. Maybe he'll show up again soon. Maybe he'll show up again and give us another hint like we need. But there's a lot to see, and there's many questions. So two other things I wanted to note regarding what happened last night, or at least just two other things in general. One, when Camdrome first entered the stream, he posted that he wanted to have a heart-to-heart. And when he left, he said, "This was boring, maybe I was wrong." So it makes me question. It made me question last night, and also now, a little bit still, whether or not he wanted me to be greedy with the questions. I mean, I know there would have been people who have been, rightfully pissed off, with me asking questions that were a little bit more self-serving. But afterwards, a lot of people started saying, it may have anticipated that I was going to be a little bit more greedy, that I was gonna take the questions and run with them myself. I didn't do that. Some people have suggested that next time I should just go for that and see what happens. And if that's what he wants, then absolutely, you know what? Screw it. I'll do it. Whatever. Fine. We'll do it. I'll take them, and the next round I will ask what the hell he wants from me in particular. because I know this. I know that this is a game that everybody wants in on. But if he's focused on me, then fine. I will be your target of interest. I'll put it on me, and if I end up fucking dead in a ditch somewhere, it happens. Whatever. So that was the big thing last night. That's the majority of what happened last night with Camdrome. We had some interesting views come out of this, and we had some interesting questions come out. But really, in the end, did we learn a whole lot? Not really. Camdrome toyed with us a lot. He picked a good time to do it because it was just after a lot of the E3 stuff had been wrapping up. And hopefully this continues over the next couple of days soon. Hopefully something picks up in the next day or two. Like I said, with E3 going on, that seems to be one of the major patterns when it comes to Camdrome. He seems to become active when there seems to be a massive gaming event. So PAX is, of course, the big one. Now we have E3 going on, and we're doing this again. So hopefully something comes of this. I think we should be anticipating another emergency stream on this channel. I'm going to say in the next 2 or 3 days. And if you miss it, of course, the whole thing will be recorded and put on for everyone to see. But if you follow me and follow this YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter, you'll be notified when the emergency streams are going up, and also you'll be notified as to when the full streams and these abridged videos will be coming out, just to explain this. So at this point, I am going to open the floor to questions. If anyone has any questions, this is the time to ask them. I'm going to run this for about another, it is 11:27 right now. I'm going to run this until approximately 11:40, and that's when the stream is going to turn off. So if anyone has questions, please ask them now. I will try to answer everything I can in the channel. Did he ever confirm he was physically at E3? Camdrome is very vague about these things, and considering Camdrome seems to operate off of the fact that there's cameras everywhere, he would have said yes. I tweeted you this question earlier. Do you think Camdrome is an online game we are playing, or is Camdrome a human playing us? I think most likely it's a blend of both, that this is a game and a person messing with us. To what end? I don't know. I don't know what Camdrome's driving motive is. That's one of the things we are going to do. Will I be back later for a stakeout? Well, I'm kind of considering this half stakeout and half discussion. I am going to be putting this up as a archive video, but there's probably not going to be another stakeout until maybe later tonight, around the same time that Camdrome got active, which was approximately 8 p.m. But we got to wait till then is the thing. Do you believe when he spoke of an open beta being delayed that he meant Camdrome EXE and either being delayed handing it to you or just to everyone? I think I don't know. I think Camdrome is messing with us. I think he likes the attention, and I think he likes being able to tug at us, to pull our strings and fuck with us. So I wouldn't be shocked to find out very shortly. That he's playing with us. He's just screwing with us, and something gets sent out to someone. I don't even know who. It might be me. It might be someone else, but just someone who's connected to or keeping an eye on this close like me. I wouldn't be surprised if myself or Nick received something in the next. I'm going to guess maybe a week. Just information in general. Do you have any theories on what Camdrome EXE will be? I don't know, but I'm getting my goddamn antivirus ready because I don't want murder computer going on. So yeah. What is your hope for this ARG? Do you hope a traditional play game will come out of this? I could see this being both a combination of ARG and traditional game with an ongoing story. I could definitely see it, which would be interesting. Do you think if you run Camdrome EXE, it will mess up your computer? Well, stepping out of the game element for a minute, I don't think that this is going to. I don't think this is going to be I sent you a virus thing. I have a strong suspicion that It will be a game or some sort of program that is important to this. If that does happen, of course, I will go and do a live... If I do get an EXE to run, I will live stream the results as it happens. And, of course, that will go into the archive, and we will see what's going on with it. Do you think if you run... already got that one. Can we be sure the Camdrome will show up in the stream again at all? You know what? I can't promise anything John Cena. It may be. He might show up again. He might not. It's all up to this person, essentially. It's all up to this entity that is running it. Do you think this is an ARG? Yes. Why didn't you listen? I don't know. I don't know, Thinking Observer. I guess I'm just a little thick. Who's Camdrome? Aaron Luna. If you're new here, you're going to go over to the Nightmind channel, and that's your starting point. And he'll link you over here when you are ready to catch up. Set up a virtual computer and then run the exe file on that. I could do that in Broadstock, or I could just run it on my my cheap little netbook. That's an option as well. If Camdrome even exe was given to you privately, would you stream it? I only ask because I feel like there's downsides to that. Well, yes, there are downsides to that and everything, but you have to consider at the same time, Camdrome wants to be seen. So, you know what? If there is a downside to that, if it backfires, I have no idea. I would definitely want to stream it. I would want more people exposed to this. Lane Umamento, do you think there's some sort of pattern as to when he becomes active? It's been 4 days. We can't really glean anything off of that. We don't know when the next one's going to be, so I'm going to say right now there's no pattern. Ultimate Studios, don't worry, this video will be going into the archive. It will be saved there. You'll be able to see everything there. Just recapping last night. Okay. That'd be an interesting way to drag you further into the game, Goon. Installing some sort of keylogger or something to spy on you more and use that info against you. Well, if Camdrome wanted to use that info against me, I would be absolutely stoked to be part of the game in such a sense. You know, if this is what they want. I think Camdrome EXE is the AI computer system itself, and you got what you wanted when he left Twitter for your stream. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you, Scarecrow. I got what I wanted. I got all the attention in that room, and it kind of exploded there last night. It was pretty crazy. His Fallen Angel, I would just like to thank you for explaining everything so well and covering things so well. I really appreciate the effort and time you're putting into this. I appreciate your appreciation, His Fallen Angel. I thank you, and I thank everyone who's been following us, who's been watching the streams, who has subscribed to the channel and everything. It's really been appreciative. On that note, I would just like to kind of point at something just to let people know about this. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to e-bag or whatever here, but last few days I've been up working on this, working my butt off and everything. And a lot of people have come forward and asked me repeatedly on Steam, through YouTube, through not Facebook. No one knows my Facebook. That's a blessing there. Sorry, but through Steam, through YouTube, through Twitter, if I have a Patreon account, and the answer is no. I do not have a Patreon account. I don't know how long this is going to last or how long these videos are going to keep going for. Though even if this ends, I will be jumping over to other things like the Tension Experience and talking about those more as well as little side projects. However, if people absolutely insist on, you know, they want to give me money and they want to pay me and everything, I don't feel comfortable, like, you know, just people, you know, here have a wad of cash. But I do, if you look in the subject field of this video, and also on, if you're in the stream, you can see it right now. If you go to the bottom of the information, there is, you know, follow me on Twitter, and right below there is buy me a cup of coffee. There's a website there where you can literally throw $3 at me, and I will go get a cup of coffee, and will help me stay awake for this. And if you do that, I'd be thrilled, because I could use a drink right about now. So moving right along. What if Camdrome is just some troll and he sent you the Camdrome EXE as a keylogger so you can have access to all your stuff? Well, if that happened, I'd be running a bunch of antiviruses all at once, and hopefully that would, you know, pick up on it. I've got quite a bit of security on this computer. I can't control what happens in the stream, but I can try to control my computer a little bit better at least. Do I think there is more than one person running this, or this is a solo project? I think it's safe to say that this is probably more than one person running this. More than one person working on the project. But as for who is running Camdrome and the Twitter and the social media side of it, the ARG side of it, I don't know. Normally those take a few people to get involved, to get exposure going. So I could see there definitely being more people involved in this that we're just not seeing, or that are all blending into one for us essentially. Is Camdrome your only target for tonight, or another Payday 2 live stream? I would love to do another Payday 2 live stream later on today. Not yet. I have to go out and I have to go out and grab groceries for the house here. We're getting a little sparse, and I gotta go do that. You recently said there's a lot of evidence pointing to you being a plant. Can you elaborate on what you mean by this? Well, Donald O. Murchu, yes, I will address this one more time. Let's put it this way. It's very coincidental that for the first video, I put up my live stream and Camdrome starts talking to me directly. It's also very coincidental I put up my live stream, Camdrome comes into my room and starts using me as a mediator for everyone else. It kind of does look like that I might be involved with this. I can tell you directly, no, I'm not, but at the same time, who's going to believe me if I say no? So, it's one of those things. What else we got here? If we kept bugging Camdrome, do you think we would eventually become part of the game? You know what, Lane? I have no idea. It's up to them to decide. If you want to go, if you want to keep poking Camdrome, go for it. But I've been poking him for the past 4 days and keeping a track on the stream, and I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. Mushu Kitty, did I miss anything? Yeah, you missed the whole video here, I'm afraid. However, not to worry, as I've said several times, this entire video, this entire presentation that I've been talking about is going to be on my channel. It's going to be on the YouTube channel, the whole thing, and I'm actually going to put a little bumper at the beginning to punch up through the first 15 minutes so you get right to the information. Camdrome silent, yes he is. Ghost from Discord tweeted to James, do you know Camdrome? And he replied, do you know the Muffin Man? He could just be fucking with him, man. He could just be fucking with him. Yeah, that's all I know. He might be dead. Well, I'm not holding my breath, but I'm not going to say no at the same time. Who knows? Can you elaborate on the on the tweet you posted today? I can't trust you when you post how similar you and Camdrome are. Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie at all. Me and Camdrome do have one thing in common. We both love this attention. I love having you guys in the stream talking to me and being a part of this on this kind of level. I've never been part of an ARG in this sort of level before, but for me and Camdrome seem to share that sort of histrionic trait. We like the limelight. We enjoy being in the show, and it's pretty interesting. Yes, O'Donnell. Yes, my channel is also fairly new. It's only I think like 2 weeks. But yeah, that's what I was talking about there, Kiha. We both enjoy the attention. Block Builder, random question: how many monitors do you have, and what's your resolution? I have 2 monitors. One runs at, oh my god, I gotta look this up now. Son of a bitch. Let me get my screen resolutions. One of them is 1920 by 1200, and the other one is 1280 by 1024. I know that's rather large, but I like it. I like it like that. Don't get too cocky. I'm trying not to. I'm really not. Goon, the social media is not Kick. There's no account on Kick. Yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be Kick. I was expecting there to be something involving maybe an app that might be a little more familiar, but I really didn't think it was Kick when people started suggesting it. It was a good suggestion, but I don't think it was true. I don't think it was on the button there. Goon is Camdrome confirmed. 10 out of 10. True story. Well, Jordan Farrell, I'm just going to say to you, man, live like a windrammer as you fuck. Camdrome likes you apparently. Yeah, I've become some sort of goddamn, I've become some sort of, you know, emissary of the Camdrome here, it kind of feels like. 7 Steps, found one of the actors for Camdrome. Yes, people on the subreddit that is Poke Camdrome. People on the subreddit have come out and noted that have noted some of the actors and actresses there have credits for on their IMDb pages for Camdrome. So it's not exactly like it's super duper hidden, though it's not, of course, the easiest thing to find. Is Camfrog back in the game again? Maybe. Just maybe. Do you have a fear of 16 by 9 or something? 4:3 is horrible for me to look at. I don't know. I prefer this resolution. Again, this is my personal preference. It's just what I do. I know I'm one of those heathens. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. I got a cough here. I've been up all night. I'm tired as shit. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. Trying to kind of condense all this into a 20-minute video and all that. So it's been a little out there. What else we got here? PAX 13 footage has a girl with a rubber chicken. That woman is known as Scarlet Storm, known for vivid art. Yeah, from what I've heard, a lot of those videos within the Camdrome PAX 13 footage, a lot of those people are either lesser known YouTubers or something like that. So yeah. Mox subs. Yes, I noticed you. You have been noticed. What else we got here? Yeah, I think that's I try to notice everyone. I try to get to everyone here. You know, you've all been a great help throughout all this, and I love the support that we have in this group here. It's definitely been holy shit, I just can't stop coughing. I've been talking for almost 4 days straight doing these streams, though, trying to figure this shit out, though. So, I don't know, maybe my throat needs a bit of it. I don't know. Any ideas how Camdrome will send the EXE? Have you provided him an email so he can actually send it privately? I think the easiest thing that he could do, that Camdrome would be able to do, would be to send it via. Well, there's a lot of forms to do it. There's a lot of ways of pulling it off here and everything. I have also sent messages to 11@camdrome.com, and well, I guess I could put up my email, my YouTube email account here as well. So I'm going to put that just between my Twitter and the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee thing. Email me, Camdrome. We're going to go with, it is, what is it? Renegade and Paragon at gmail.com. Yeah, it was originally just going to straight up be for a video game thing that we were doing on the channel here. So who knows? We appreciate your sacrifice, Goon. I've enjoyed this. It hasn't been much of a sacrifice because you guys have made it really easy. Am invisible. Do not notice me. Well, too late. You've been noticed, Sakura. I could never show my face in ARG. If I were in cahoots with the Puppet Master, might be a bit too familiar face in some smaller communities. Yeah. So yeah, there are going to be more videos in the future. There are going to be more. There are going to checked out. Wait. Schizophonic. Well, okay, hang on. Let's look at this schizophonic person, see if they're connected at all. Who knows? If you got the link, throw it into the channel because I'm not seeing anything here. Where's the thing? I'm not seeing anything there. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look at those. But yeah, there's a lot still going on here, folks. There's quite a bit happening here that we need to keep an eye on. So we're reaching the 1 hour mark. So oh, hang on. After Camdrome is over, we'll be going back to video games or sticking with covering these ARG type games. I think this channel is going to be a bit of a blend of the two things. I enjoy video games. I'll shit ton. I mean, you know, when the Camdrome game does come out, oh, goddamn, I'm going to play that and stream it. You bet your ass. But I am going to cover other ARG stuff in the future as well. Like I did mention, what was it, the Tension experience? So that's another one that I'm definitely going to be looking at. That's going to be fun. There's lots of stuff that we know is coming. There's lots of stuff that's going on. I am going to cover ARGs, but I am going to do gaming. I have mentioned this before, and I have kind of punched it up on my Twitter as well. There is... what is it? In July, I'm getting a new graphics card, so it's not going to just be all Payday forever, folks. I am going to get Overwatch, and I am going to start playing Dead by Daylight. My girlfriend bought them both for me, but unfortunately, neither of them run on my current hardware, which is a bit of a pain in the butt. But she said she's buying me a new graphic card, and I'm like, honey, no, you don't have to do that. And yet she's doing it because she is the most amazing woman in the world. She is an absolute just treasure to my life, and I would do anything for her. So yes, this is going to be the end of the stream here, of course. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. If you've caught the video here on YouTube, thank you for watching us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Anything that you think might be helpful, so pitch it out there. You never know where the simplest idea or the smallest of clues might lead us. Do be sure to follow me on Twitter. That's at Scott the Reciter. My email's there. Please don't spam it, even though I know that, you know, it's an inevitability. Who knows? I'm hoping that Camdrome sees that and sends me something. And like I said, if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, there is a link at the bottom there. Here, I'll throw it into the channel just once, just because... Oh, geez, I've already got people throwing money in it. God damn it, people. What are you doing? Slow down. But just, you know... If you want to buy me a coffee, there's the coffee. So, I'm gonna be out for now, guys. I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna go out and do some grocery shopping, and then I'll probably come back for a little. I'm gonna come back here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream. I am going to visit my mother in a bit. I'm gonna go see her later. Thank you very much again, everyone, for joining me. I seriously appreciate everything that you've all the support that you've given me. I will gladly continue doing these videos. There will be more gaming in the future. There will be more videos. I love you all, and I will see you all very soon, I have a feeling, this week. So take care, have a good time, and wait, what's this thing? What? Hang on. What's this do? Oh, there's a button on my... Oh, wow. Okay, so there's apparently a... Hang on, I'm just going to try something out here. I'm sorry if this bothers you guys. I'm testing something out here. Okay, I don't know what that did. If it did anything. Anyway, whatever. And we will see you next time, folks. Take care. Love you all, and we'll see you next time.